That ain't true. Because they said I don't look right. I don't do good enough. I don't. You've been beat twice with the ugly stick. and then you say, you look in the mirror at this beautiful person, you say, oh, I'm so ugly.
Yep.
Now, this is what we call insanity.
Okay, so could I
But
go?
along with that comes, see, it doesn't matter. What I'm trying to tell you is like, you don't have to know that you're not supposed to go in that store and steal the water. Do it and watch them put you in jail. He said, well, I didn't know. I thought it was free. Too bad. That's not law. You understand what I'm saying? It doesn't matter if you don't know that these things are running. But you're supposed to understand that if it's not one of these things, it's a lie. It's a thief and a liar. It comes, you know, you're dealing with principalities and stuff in high places. You're not dealing with just little things like this. The only reason why, like I said, positive and negative is introduced, so we can experience choice. Right. You know, the whole biblical story about the Garden of Eden is only to tell you when the filter was taken away, so that you could have the experience of both. That's all that is. Introducing you to the polarity world, a contrast. Now you have choice. Okay? Now, the image and likeness. You know, it says here, like, God says, I set before you life and death, blessings and curses, positive and negative. Therefore, choose life. Deuteronomy 30:19. Okay, so now, if you have been set up for victory, it must mean that there's a different kind of victory that we can experience than what they tell us. Because I'm telling you, no matter what you accomplish, you don't feel like you don't feel it, because you're identifying yourself falsely. There's nothing you need to do to be good enough. When you arrived here, that was your validation from who? The Creator. What more validation do we need? This man over here, Lee, has been teaching me this. He tells me all the time, calm it down. Calm down.
Oh, no.
Hey.
Why are you letting something outside of your own choice upset you? Doesn't matter what the situation is. You choose how you're going to feel internally. Nobody else controls that but you. Nobody.
That's true.
It's how you perceive it. What we do is we believe what? In scarcity, lack, and loss. So then we get antsy. If I don't, they don't accept me, that, you know, all this stuff. This is what's causing us to not stand in our power.
Speak it.
I hope you're taping this.
Yeah.
Good. I need this tonight early.
Audio, and this is a mini
Now,
video.
The other thing is this.
Just heard you say that.
Yep. Sorry. We
The other
digress.
thing is, like, anything that's not in harmony with the original program is a virus. So anything on there is a virus in your biological computer. Now,
Okay, so not good enough is a virus in my biological computer.
Exactly.
Oh, for sure.
Okay, and so how can we kill the virus?
Righteous
you
prayer.
don't have to kill the virus.
Right, with the righteous prayer, but it's
No,
still
hold on.
underlying
Let
there.
me explain how we work as an energy system. The stuff out here, how they handle things, is similar, yes, but not completely. See, we're used to thinking of this as being solid, remember?
Right.
It's not. It's 99.999% space. Yes, Joanne?
I was just going to say, in regard to your comment, you know, I made a list of things, and it would be like identifying these things. But I made what you would call a righteous prayer for everything.
Exactly.
So I must have had 30 things on there. So I started with the first one, not because it's number one, but because I wrote it first. And I repeated each one maybe 3 times. I probably was into the 10th or 12th when I felt something click.
Exactly.
Do you see what I'm saying? It wasn't that the
doing
first
righteous
one.
prayer with each one.
What she's
Yes.
saying is like you gotta stay with it
Until the one
click
clicks.
comes.
Yes.
Yeah, until the click comes. Because that's what she was saying. The work is in finding the right question. Like if you say, my peace, why am I always so peaceful? If that doesn't suddenly make you suddenly like,
Cause it will.
then
It'll
that's not the way to
just-
say it. There's
like
like,
a wave
why is
of
it that
calmness
peace
will
is
come over
always
you.
mine? You just keep changing. Like you know how the three of us did that day, and we found something for me. Like yeah, that feels right.
You know how like you can
That's
start
it.
to float? You feel like you're floating just by saying the correct righteous prayers, or just by doing the immunics, by removing things. These are the tools when you talk about getting rid of the virus in your computer. You can use your immunics tool. You make your connection to the internet, INNER net. Okay? And then you start doing what? Deleting. I remove blah, blah, blah. But this gives you the clue as to what you're supposed to be removing, what you're supposed to be removing. Because everybody is different. That's why I don't believe that any one system can be applied to everybody.
I agree.
You gotta go to as many things as you need to go to, find as many things, and then you gotta start putting them all together so it makes sense for you. You can't just, go and you're not getting any hits, your life is not changing, your bank account is the same. When we're on the right track, all that changes effortlessly. It's not about working, it's about aligning. It's already given to us. See, it's already been given to us. Everything that we could possibly need, want, or desire has been given to us. But then we're so busy outside of that trying to do things to get that we already have. That's the insanity of it. And we keep doing it over and over again, the same stuff, trying to get a different result. Now, Einstein says that's a big case of insanity right there.
The definition of insanity, doing the same thing,
Yeah.
expecting a different
Over and
result.
over again without a different, and expecting a different outcome. Now, I wrote some things down here that are kind of interesting.
Intro.
Like if the
What?
judge says, okay, who of you has money issues? Raise your hand. Okay.
That would be everybody.
So the judge says, judge said,
Was that planned?
The judge's gavel just.
The judge's gavel just broke.
Judge's assistant will.
now,
Good job.
Gentle.
Good job.
so now, the judge says, I'm asking the court here, based on the truth of the law, is there any lack?
No.
I ask you, did you just say that you have money issues?
Yeah, I lied. I perjured myself.
Well, no, I'm your defense attorney, and I say to the judge, my client is innocent. She is operating on a false program. She was born into a prison without laws. Her mind has not been her own. She has been basing her life on these programs that she was taught. And in some of those programs, I happen to know that she received this idea of scarcity, that there is not enough, that you have to struggle for it and you have to work hard for it. I say that she's innocent by grounds of not having the right information. So now, court, what do you say?
I say that's a good argument.
Agreed.
Well, but
Case dismissed.
no. But I'm the judge and I feel like this.
You asked us.
Okay, so we understand that there is no lack, right?
Right.
Right.
So the lack is coming in her limited ideas and misalignment with the truth,
Correct.
okay? So now I have to sentence her because she broke the law.
Ooh.
Have mercy.
This sentence goes across the board to all of you.
Across the board.
Oh,
Each one
man.
of you raised your hand, so each one of you are guilty.
Boo. Okay.
You are a criminal in the sense
fair.
of breaking
I know.
this law of abundance and money issues. So now I sentence you to
A lifetime of abundance.
life alignment.
Okay.
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 Every day, 240 minutes of your time is dedicated to aligning the idea of life to what God says is true.
240 minutes.
Yes.
Okay.
That's like 10% of the day. You have 24 hours. You have like,
That's
you know.
4 hours.
That's 24
Isn't that
minutes.
4 hours.
That's 60 minutes
4 hours.
an hour. It's 120. That's 4 hours.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's a lot. That's
So it's more than 10%.
Oh, yeah.
10% is 2 hours and 40 minutes.
2 hours. I'm trying to say 2
Yeah.
hours and 20 minutes. That's what I'm trying to say.
Yes.
10% of our day. 2
10%
hours.
of your day, 10% of your time
Be-
has to be spent in life alignment. This is the penalty for.
Like, don't get technical.
That is a lot.
But you know,
That's
It's 2 hours and 40
That's a
minutes.
lot of time.
Your Honor,
We can
you
do that.
10% of your
Yeah.
time is a
We can
lot
do
of
that.
time for a day for you to straighten out your money issues? I do not think so.
To the no.
When you spent a whole lifetime being in a misalignment,
Exactly.
Judge, may I have a word here?
yes, you
please?
may.
I want to throw myself on the mercy of the court. And
Okay, hear ye.
All right. I want to say that
Be careful with the gavel.
I didn't anticipate that I'd be in court today, but I did anticipate a date that's coming up Saturday. And because of that, I actually did a graph with the intention I'm going to do something on Saturday. And I actually have been spending more than that 240 hours each day this week. Not all at once, but in the morning and at night, because I want to set the tone for the day as well as the tone for night
Yes.
when I'm sleeping.
Well, that's
so
wonderful.
I actually have been doing it.
That is so wonderful.
Well, we may have to find a way to break the time up.
Hello.
It doesn't matter how it happens, right?
That's
Hello.
almost 3
Let
hours
me say
a
this to
day.
you.
Well, what does it
That's
mean?
fine. Hello.
Yes.
That's
ma'am.
fine that you've been doing that, but the court of consciousness
Yes.
here today is dealing with the money issue.
Yes.
And that
I
time, we're
agree.
talking about alignment of time,
Yes.
aligning to the abundance of life.
Money. Mhm. Yes.
Can you
There
do,
is, what is money?
It's an
A
Energy.
vibration, an energy vibration.
So is there any lack of that?
You know.
No.
No.
It's the perception that we have, correct?
Right.
Correct.
can you define what you mean by alignment for 240, 2 hours and 40 minutes a day? Because we're balking at the amount of time that is, but I don't really understand what you mean when you say alignment. What does that mean?
Are we going to be doing righteous prayer for 2 hours and 40
Yeah.
minutes?
I think it should be done any way that
What's
works
the
for you.
assignment?
Exactly.
What's the
You
work?
have
That's-
tools
yeah.
now. You guys are just starting the group. You have all kind of tools to work with. Well, now we can go back to the beginning because Lee told me I should do this, but I didn't want to like be boring you guys by repeating. But I see that that's what we must do.
I didn't
We
mean
shall
that.
do
I was just
Obviously,
asking
I
you
have
what
problems
you
with
meant.
Masters at your immunities, masters at the righteous prayer to really understand. So you know how to get that body hit. You can do this
Right, that's
through every
fine.
waking moment. You walk into your door. You say, "Why am I so grateful to be walking?"
Okay.
See, that's
This is
just it.
aligning yourself.
Consciously.
This is consciously. See, remember,
You're right.
when these programs are operating, it's because what? This is something that Reverend Ike said one time, and I love him so much. He said, people come to me and they say, Reverend Ike, don't tell me that I thought of that. I didn't think this up in my life. I didn't want this to happen. You trying to tell me everything that happens to me, I created with my thoughts? I didn't think this up. He said, I know you didn't. You wasn't thinking at all.
I hadn't heard that. I heard that.
You have to be thinking.
That's right.
You have to be thinking, or else these are running.
It's true.
That's the meaning of to pray unceasingly.
Exactly.
It does not mean to get on your knees. It means to be conscious.
And let
as
me
you
explain
go
to you what
through-
getting on your knees is all about. This is a physiology experience. When you bend down and get on your knees, especially if you're outside, it drains all the negative energy down into the earth, down even on the carpet. When you get up from being on your knees, you know, like, and in this position here sends healing energy to all this part of the body. These fans here. The energy comes out, it goes in like that. This was the original position that they would do. They were doing it not because of some church or because of the way the body works, the meridian system, the energy runs. That's why you don't even have to say nothing. When you get up, you're going to feel lighter.
But another aspect of that was, you know, to bend the head in prayer. What they taught us a long time ago is that when you bend the head, you get the intellect out of the way so that the spirit can, you know, be more active at that time. So the bowed head in prayer is what they taught us.
There are 100 million ways to do it.
Yes, exactly.
So that's that. Do it that way. If see, whatever works for you, do it that way. It may work for you to hold your head up like this so the energy can flow. It may work for you to hold it down like this. It may, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's an individual thing because
I
why?
understand.
Because each person is individually programmed
Exactly.
with different things,
I agree.
different alignments. So you want to, you know, allow yourself to move into a state of mind that says, well, God said this is what's true about me.
Right.
And if anything is happening that's in opposition to that, you move into the awareness that that's the lie.
You're everywhere here. Nicole, how many Nicole